What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today I'll be talking about my top 20 favorite NASCAR drivers for 2024. Yesterday I talked about my top 10 favorite NASCAR drivers of all time. Today I'll be going through my top 20 favorite drivers that are currently racing in NASCAR for the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Truck Series. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. My 20th favorite NASCAR driver is Parker Kligerman. I've been a big fan of Parker Kligerman's, especially over the course of the last 2 years. I remember when he won the race in 2017 for Henderson Motorsports in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Talladega, and I was really pumped up and really excited. And when he got the chance and opportunity to drive full-time for Big Machine Racing last year, I was really excited about it, and I thought he was going to be able to perform very, very well with the team. Not only has he done an amazing job with them, but he's able to get them to the playoffs and nearly got him to the round of 8 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. I think Parker Kligerman is going to do better in 2024, and I really like Parker Kligerman a lot. My 19th favorite NASCAR driver for 2024 is Sam Mayer. I've liked Sam Mayer for the last couple years. I know he kind of struggled in 2022, in 2021, but 2023 he really had a breakout year, scoring 4 wins. And seeing him finally go to victory lane was really awesome to watch. I was really happy to see him win that Road America race and one of the best finishes we've ever seen in Road America history. And I think that Sam Mayer overall has a lot of potential to be a Cup Series champion one day. He's a fantastic driver, provides a lot of great things for the sport overall, and he's currently my 19th favorite driver that is active. My 18th favorite active driver going into 2024 is Zay Smith. When Zay Smith won the 2022 Truck Series Championship, I was really excited about it. Of course, he did have some RC sponsorship that really helped that out for sure, but Zay Smith has really proven himself over the course of the last couple of years. He could have won the championship back-to-back in 2023. Unfortunately, 2023 was not as good as it was in 2022. But still, I think Zay Smith overall has a lot of potential to do a lot of great things. I'm excited to see what he can do at Spire and Trackhouse as well. And I think he's going to be someone who has a lot of potential in the future to win a Cup Series title, especially with an organization like Spire Motorsports. I'm excited to see what he'll do with this team. My 17th current favorite NASCAR driver is Hailie Degan. Now, a few years ago, she was a little bit higher on my list, but unfortunately, because she's kind of struggled the last couple of years, she has fallen a lot lower on my list. I've been a big fan of Hailie Degan's for quite a while now, probably since back 2019 to 2020, because back in 2019, in 2020, she proved a lot of people wrong. She did pretty good in the ARCA West Series and won 3 races, I believe, in that year. Got a couple wins in 2019 and also 1 win in 2018 as well. She's kind of struggled the last couple years, but I really believe in her still. I think she is a really talented driver. She's not like an all-time great driver by any stretch of the imagination, but I think she's a very talented driver who can do a really good job and deserves to be where she's at in 2024. My 16th favorite driver currently is Josh Berry. I've liked Josh Berry really since all the way back in 2021. When he got the chance and opportunity to come back to Xfinity after not being there for a few years, I was really excited about it because I know Josh Berry, how good he was as a late model racer. And in 2021, he got 2 wins, which was extremely impressive. And then he got, 3 wins, I think, in 2022. Granted, he failed to win in 2023. But still, he was very, very good with Junior Motorsports for a few years. And when he was announced as a replacement for Kevin Harvick in 2024, I was very, very excited about that. Because Josh Berry is someone who absolutely can bring the best out of equipment. And I'm excited to see what he will be able to do with Stewart-Haas Racing this year in 2024. He's a great talent, and I'm excited to see what he'll do with Stewart-Haas Racing going into 2024. My 15th favorite NASCAR driver going into 2024 is Erik Jones. I've liked Erik Jones for a very, very long time, since all the way back in 2014 to 2015, when he won some truck races in 2013 and 2014. And then, of course, when he won his first Craftsman Truck Series Championship, I was really excited about it because he was the best driver all of 2015. And Erik Jones, since getting to the Cup Series, has been one of the more underrated drivers in NASCAR Cup Series history. He won in a Legacy Motor Club car 2 years ago in a Tier 3 car nonetheless in the Southern 500. He's got 2 Southern 500 wins and of course has won at Daytona as well. Erik Jones, I think, is going to be someone who's going to have a really great year in 2024, especially with Legacy being a key Toyota partner going into the year. I really think Erik Jones has all the potential to win a lot of races in the future and really could have a great second half of a career. He had a really good start to the career. I think Erik Jones is someone who could have a really strong and great season in 2024 and sits 15th on my list. In the 14th position, I have Carson Hocevar. I have liked Carson Hocevar because, one, he has a really strong and really great personality. He's also really good engaging on social media as well. A lot of drivers have tended to struggle, especially like the older braided drivers. They have kind of tended to struggle a lot on social media. Carson Hocevar, though, has embraced social media. He streams on Twitch. And not only that, he has a lot of raw speed and a lot of raw talent. Now, I'll say one thing about Carson Oar, though, that will go for his haters. He is someone that definitely has to clean up a lot of the aggression because he has been one of the more over-aggressive drivers in this sport. But when I look at the talent of Carson Oar, I think he is overall a very talented and a very, very good driver. And he absolutely deserves to be in the seat that he's getting next year in 2024. He was very impressive in the select starts he had with Legacy Motor Club last year. And I think Carson Oar overall is a very solid and a very, very talented and good driver. My 13th favorite NASCAR driver going into 2024 is Tyler Reddick. A few years ago, I definitely was really questioning Tyler Reddick back in 2018 when he won the championship. I liked Tyler Reddick. I never really loved Tyler Reddick. But when he won the 2019 championship, he really proved me completely wrong that he absolutely deserved the opportunity to go Cup racing. And I know that he didn't win the Rookie of the Year honors in 2020, but he absolutely was the best rookie of the 3 rookie drivers, or actually the 4 rookie drivers that went to Cup. He was the best rookie driver. And Tyler Reddick, since getting over to RCR and then driving for 2311 Racing, his personality has really come out. And he's a very talented and a very, really good driver who, have like mentioned other drivers, has potential to win a Cup Series championship and is looking to win his first championship with 2311 Racing, what will be his second year with that team. I think Tyler Reddick is a very, very good driver and deserves to be in the seat that he is in for this year. My 12th favorite NASCAR driver going into the year is Shane Van Gisbergen. The reason I don't have Shane Van Gisbergen up as high on the list is because Shane Van Gisbergen has only made a few select starts in NASCAR. He's only made 3 or 4 starts altogether, as a matter of fact. But one of the reasons why I really love Shane Van Gisbergen and why he's so high on this list is, one, he's an extremely talented driver. He's not just one of the best drivers going into NASCAR this year. He's one of the best drivers across the world. But the other reason I really like Shane Van Gisbergen is because he just brings a lot of energy and a lot of excitement, not just to the teams he's going to be driving for next year, but just the whole group in general. Was really energetic. He loves being in the United States. And he brings a lot of excitement, and I think he's going to be a massive asset to Trackhouse Racing for many years to come. And also, I think he's going to be a really huge and massive asset to Kaulig this year in Xfinity as well. And being on the same team as AJ Allmendinger, who is also really energetic, that's going to bring a lot of excitement over to that team going into 2024. I really like SVG. He's a great talent and a great driver overall. My 11th favorite NASCAR driver is Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell is someone who I've really liked for many, many years. I go all the way back to 2015 when he won that Eldora race. That was a really overall impressive win for him. And I also go back to what he did in Xfinity with Joe Gibbs Racing. I feel like he should have won the championship in 2018. And also I think he probably should have won the championship or nearly had a chance to win the championship in 2019. But when he won the truck championship in 2017, I was very happy for Christopher Bell, because I knew Christopher Bell had finally culminated everything that he had done in the Truck Series that year, winning the most races of anybody in the field that season, and got to finally win that championship. He's a very good driver, has a solid personality. He's really kind of shown that personality, which I think if you show that, you do get a lot of fans. I really like Christopher Bell. He's a great driver and provides a lot of great things overall for Joe Gibbs Racing, and provides a lot for the talent he has as well. My 10th favorite NASCAR driver currently for 2024 is Alex Bowman. A few years ago, Alex Bowman was definitely a little bit higher on this list, but Alex Bowman definitely is someone I still have a lot of respect for and like quite a bit. Look, I know people go on here and say, oh, Alex Bowman doesn't deserve the seat he's in and doesn't deserve to be in a 48 car. You always hear the rumors he's going to be out of the seat, which I think those rumors are absolutely stupid. Look, is Alex Bowman as good as Kyle Larson, William Byron, and Chase Elliott? No, but that's okay. He's still a very solid driver. If he's the worst driver at the team, crap, we got a really good organization right now, because I think Hendrick Motorsports is collectively the best organization in NASCAR. And he got the opportunity because he's a good driver. He's won 7 NASCAR Cup Series races. That is extremely good. And he's won a lot in his time. I know he didn't have a great year in 2023, but I think he can absolutely come back from that. And he's still a very good driver who provides a lot of great things for Hendrick Motorsports, and it still brings sponsorship to the table for Hendrick Motorsports. My 9th favorite NASCAR driver is Brad Keselowski. If you would have told me back in 2010 or even 2011 that Brad Keselowski would be even in my top 10 list of my favorite drivers, I would have probably laughed at you. But I have become a pretty big fan of Brad Keselowski for many reasons over the course of the last several years. 1, Brad Keselowski has matured as a race car driver. 2, Brad Keselowski is very respectful with the fans and with the media as well. 3, he is a really good personality on TV. And number 4, I want him to bring RFK racing back to the top levels. And I think we've been starting to see that, especially with Brad Keselowski over the course of the last few years. He's a very, very good driver, one of the best and most underrated drivers in the history of the sport. And I think he's doing a lot of great things for RFK as well. He does a lot of great things, and he's a very good and talented driver overall, and currently sits number 9 on the list. My 8th favorite NASCAR driver currently at the moment is Martin Truex Jr. Back in 2018-2019, he was in the top 5 on my list, but he's dropped a lot on my list over the course of the last few years. And the biggest reason is probably because I sometimes do get tired of Martin Truex Jr. winning a lot of boring races. But Martin Truex Jr. is someone who has had a very awesome second half of the career. He's someone who really came to his own, like I said, especially in the second half of his career. But he is a very, very good driver who provides a lot of great things for Joe Gibbs Racing, brings sponsorship. I also kind of get tired of hearing the retirement rumors around him. That's kind of another reason why he's dropped a little bit on my list. But still, Martin Truex Jr. is a very, very good driver, and he currently sits number 8 on my list. My 7th favorite NASCAR driver going into 2024 is William Byron. I've always liked William Byron. He's a very, very good driver. Yes, he doesn't have overall the greatest personality in general, but William Byron is still a very, very good driver. He's won a lot of races, and that's one of the reasons why I like him. He doesn't have to always have the most amazing personality. If you can prove it out on the racetrack and win a lot of races, I'm going to like you a lot more, especially if you are a driver for Hendrick Motorsports. If you're winning, because he's won a lot of races this year. He's won 7 races or 6 races in 2023. I think he's going to win more races in 2024 as well. And I think he's got all the potential and capabilities in the world to go out and win many races and win many championships in his career. So William Byron's a great driver, and he currently sits 7th on my list. My 6th favorite NASCAR driver currently at the moment is Ross Chastain. I think this comes as a shock for a lot of people because you all know how critical I have been of Ross Chastain over the course of the last few years. So some of you are shocked to have him higher than drivers like William Byron, Martin Truex Jr. But even though I've been critical of Ross Chastain, I still really appreciate Ross Chastain for many reasons. 1, Ross Chastain is one of the best raw talents in the NASCAR field. 2, he has a really great brand and a really great personality. He's got that watermelon brand. And he's earned the opportunities that he's gotten. I've always liked Ross Chastain. I go back to 2018, I made a video on this channel 6 years ago being frustrated that he wasn't going to be full-time with the team and was running better than other drivers at the time back in 2018 when he got a top 5 with JD Motorsports and then got the opportunity with Ganassi later that year. Was supposed to drive for Ganassi full-time in Xfinity 19. Obviously, that deal fell through because of the DC Solar scandal. But I've always liked Ross Chastain. My dad's also a massive fan of Ross Chastain. That's his favorite driver currently at the moment. And I love Ross Chastain's no-give attitude. We all love what he's been able to do. He's got the Busch branding going into the season. And overall, Ross Chastain is a very solid and really, really great driver who provides a lot of great things for the sport overall, and he is currently my 6th favorite NASCAR driver. My 5th favorite NASCAR driver currently at the moment is Kyle Busch. I like Kyle Busch a lot. I've been a big fan of Kyle Busch for probably at least the last couple of years. I talked about it in my top 10 favorite drivers of all time. Many years ago, I would have not put Kyle Busch even on this list because I didn't really like Kyle Busch back in the day. He wasn't someone that, was very likable. He wasn't very friendly to some people. But one thing Kyle Busch I appreciate about him is, one, his personality is shown on track, but off the track, he is one of the most respectable drivers off the racetrack and is now one of the more cleaner drivers on the racetrack as well, which is something I would not have said back 10 to 15 years ago. He's really cleaned that up and matured into this really amazing and great race car driver and has done a lot of great things for the sport overall. I love Kyle Busch nowadays, and him getting the opportunity to drive for RCR and bring that organization back into championship caliber form has been very fun and amazing to watch overall. So I really like Kyle Busch a lot. He's done a lot of great things for RCR, done a lot of great things in his career. He's 1,000% a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't care what anybody says. He's a great driver, and he's currently number 5 on my list. My fourth favorite NASCAR driver going into this year is Ryan Blaney. I already mentioned this in my top 10 favorite NASCAR drivers all time, but I've always been a big fan of Ryan Blaney since all the way back in 2013 to 2014. When he proved himself driving for Brad Keselowski Racing, winning races with that organization, and also going to Penske in Xfinity and winning races in 2013 and also in 2014 in Xfinity, then getting the opportunity running Cup with the Wood Brothers in Penske and proving himself with that team. He is someone, in my opinion, who also has an amazing personality and brings a lot to the table for Penske. I know some people say he's going to probably be the most forgettable champion, but I disagree. I still remember Ryan Blaney win the championship a few months ago, and while I'll argue the legitimacy of him winning that championship, he still deserved it with the circumstances that came into play. He earned the championship with what he had to do, and he deserves it. He's going to be a Hall of Famer probably in the future and win a lot more races. He's got 10 career wins, which I believe is the third least amount of wins for a champion, but I think Ryan Blaney will go up higher and higher on that list as he wins more races and completes a lot more accomplishments. He sits fourth on my list. My third favorite NASCAR driver currently at the moment is Bubba Wallace. I've always liked Bubba Wallace. Go back 2013, 2014 when he was winning races with Kyle Busch Motorsports. He has done a lot of great things in his career up to this point. When he got the opportunity to drive for KBM, I was extremely excited about it because he was really high up in Toyota's development program and won a lot of races with KBM. Then he went over to Roush in 2015. He could have had an opportunity to drive for JGR in 15, but I think he turned that down, unfortunately. And then you look at what he's done now going over to 2311 Racing. He's one of the more outspoken personalities. I was excited to see him get the chance to opportunity to drive for 2311 and got his first win at Talladega, which is a huge moment for the sport. And then he got the intermediate win at Kansas in 2022 and just overall has accomplished a lot of great things for NASCAR overall. So I think that he's done really amazing things for the sport. He had his best year in 2023. And in general, I think he's a phenomenal and incredible driver and has done many, many things. And I think he'll continue to do many great and amazing things for the sport. I think he's going to get multiple wins this year. And if he gets multiple wins, you know I'm going to be very happy and excited about it. My second favorite current NASCAR driver headed into 2024 is Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, like I've already mentioned in the top 10 greatest drivers of all time video, he is absolutely one of my favorite drivers in the field. Does Chase Elliott have the best personality in the world? Absolutely not. But Chase Elliott is still all around one of the better drivers in the field. I think 2023 was just an anomaly when it comes to performance on the racetrack because every other year prior from 2018 to 2022, he had won at least 2 to 3 races every single year, usually about 3 a year on average, and all of his wins have really come in a small period of time. I think Chase Elliott is going to be right back to form going into 2024, where he's going to be contending for wins and continuing to get victories in NASCAR going into this season. He's a great driver. He's a phenomenal talent. Provides a lot of great things for Hendrick Motorsports. Again, I would love to see him show a little more personality on camera. I think he shows a lot more of that off of camera. I think he's a great driver, though, nonetheless. He provides a lot of great things for NASCAR in general. And when it comes to Chase Elliott, he is one of my favorite drivers currently at this moment when it comes to talent and when it comes to things that he has been able to accomplish in NASCAR. And my current favorite NASCAR driver going into 2024 is, I think many of you noticed at this point, that is Kyle Larson. Look, I have been a Kyle Larson fan since 2012/2013. I became a fan of Kyle Larson's at that Homestead race where he dominated in the number 4 car on what was like his 3rd or 4th start. He dominated that race and probably should have won that race and was probably going on the road to getting his first career victory. Then in 2013, went to Turner Scott Motorsports in Xfinity and was extremely successful. There didn't get a win, but I believe won the Rookie of the Year honors that year. And then in 2014, he went to the Cup Series with Chip Ganassi Racing, completely outperformed that equipment, really outperformed Juan Pablo Montoya in his rookie season. And I think that Kyle Larson has just become this amazing driver. And when he won the championship in 2021 with Hendrick Motorsports, his first year there, I was extremely excited and really happy about it because Kyle Larson did everything he needed to do to get that championship done. It was the most serving champion in a season since Mark Truex Jr. all the way back in 2017. I think Kyle Larson is just an amazing ambassador for the sport overall. He doesn't have the greatest personality on the racetrack, but off the racetrack, he does have a fantastic and great personality. He's great for the sport overall. He's an amazing talent, and 1,000% Kyle Larson is, without a shadow of a doubt, my favorite current NASCAR driver in the sport, and I hope he wins a lot of races because when he wins races, I'm going to be extremely happy about it every single time when he does go to victory lane in NASCAR. So, those are my top 20 current favorite NASCAR drivers. I'll mention some honorable mentions. Matt DiBenedetto is one of them. Unfortunately, he's not on the list because he doesn't have a ride currently at the moment for 2024. I think he could get a seat at some point part-time, which is why I'll mention him. And then Kyle Weatherman, I nearly put him on the list this year. I like Kyle Weatherman's talent. He's a great driver, and I think he absolutely deserves to be racing where he's at in 2024. So, those are my current top 20 favorite NASCAR drivers going into 2024. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. Who is your current favorite NASCAR driver headed to the season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I got a ton of amazing and great content dropping on this channel as we get close to the start of the season. We are 2 weeks away from the Clash happening, and there's a lot of really great content dropping here really, really soon. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.